Hello and welcome to Mann's Model Moments. Sunday was a nice July day for a trip to Weston Super's Helicopter Museum and the North Somerset Model Show. This is a nice show that is larger than it seems due to it being across the halls of this museum and has the great benefit of having a sit-down on-site cafe and the contents of the museum to look over as well as the various model displays and traders. The first model displays are in the entrance with the museum shop, and there are some familiar clubs here nestled amongst some of the smaller museum display pieces. We then walk through along the adjoining section to the main hangars. You can get some idea of the scale here as we come up to the first of these, with the model stands looking quite small against the display exhibits. Here's a Bristol Belvedere, which is going to be really useful for those of you wanting to make the Airfix Classic release this year. You can get incredibly close up to these aircraft, which is perfect for getting details nailed down for your models. Speaking of models, there were plenty of nice displays from local clubs here. Some were framed very nicely by the 1:1 scale exhibits, and quite topical as well, as we have this display for the Cold War SIG, and a little further down this Mi-24, an iconic workhorse of that period, still in use today of course. Unsurprisingly, there are all sorts of helicopters here, and from all over the world, making this show a brilliant one to not only see the club stands, catch up with friends and buy your latest modelling bits and bobs, but also to do a bunch of research too. Some of these helicopters are really interesting too. This Mi-1 is terrifyingly basic. You wouldn't have caught me ever getting one of these. You also have some very unique pieces of history, like Little Nellie, as well as this, the only surviving section of the Fairey Rotodyne. As you can see, this was actually flush riveted in the main, with just a double row of shallow rivets securing the sides to top and bottom. Time to get the sanding sticks out for the old Airfix kit. Once again, here you can get a bit of an idea of the scale. It's quite nice to have everything spread out with plenty of room to walk between things, with the exhibits ever present around, together with that distinctive smell of old military equipment. This is the first of a couple of XB70s here at the show. It's funny how you always seem to see things when you're working on them, a bit like noticing a type of car when you've just bought one. There was a lot to see in this last hangar, as well as a number of people that I managed to catch up with, including Moss and quite a few viewers. This is always one of the most enjoyable parts of any model show for me, so thank you to those of you who came up to say hello. You know who you are. Along with these enormous B-36 Peacemakers, this is the second XB-70 I caught, neither in Southeast Asia camo, thankfully. Now I did miss the so-so modelers until breakdown as they were tucked away in the cafe, but I did get a shot of this rather nice what-if Messerschmitt. I took a few minutes at the end of the day to have a wander outside as there are some more aircraft there. There's also this, the mighty Bloodhound missile. I wanted to take some up-close and personal pictures of this for the Airfix Classics build of it, so I can make it a bit better than when I did as a kid. This is a great little show in a fantastic venue with some genuinely unique pieces in its collection, so it's well worth a visit if you can make it next year. If you do, look out for me and say hello, and you'll probably pick up a sticker or two. That's all for this instalment of Mann's Model Moments. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel for more like it, and share this video with others you think would also enjoy it. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and if you're feeling generous then I also have a Patreon, which is absolutely the best way of helping me to grow the channel and produce more content like this. With that, I hope you have plenty of modelling moments of your own, and I look forward to welcoming you on the next video.